What's up, YouTube? I'm back. And today, I'm going to show some figures, chop it up a little bit, tell you what's up and coming, tell you what I've been up to, tell you what I've been working on. Just going to kick it with you guys for once. Alright? Because I got to motivate myself to start making more videos, and I done told y'all that. So let's do this. Fresh off Savage's show. It was amazing. Those guys got a Savage Land show. If you haven't subscribed, go check those guys out. They got a pretty good podcast over there. I mean, pretty good show. He's so if you need to try to help do figures, he's doing figures. He's doing everything over there, and he's even doing interviews. And I got interviewed, and he's motivated me to do interviews because I've always wanted to do interviews. I just didn't know how to go about doing interviews. You know, sometimes people need a push. You know, so he pushed me and motivated me to do some interviews. And previous to this, I had already talked to people about doing interviews. You know, I had set people up, but I never had the motivation and the push to do it, and I'm one of those people. And one of the people that my number one interviewing person is like I'm a fan of is Brother Rich. I had to make me a Brother Rich action figure. Show you all. This is my version of Brother Rich. He's a hell of an interviewer. Love his work. You know, I got him, Billy Carson. Another one of my favorites is Dr. Be Serious. And I made an Olmec figure right here. So, you know, so I'm always making stuff. And so, and like I said on Savage's show, I'm always getting inspired. Like, see, I made a podcast, you know what I'm saying? He probably don't even know I made him. I made Billy Carson. I like Dr. Be Serious. And I like, you know, the Olmec just felt like it should be in that team. So anyway, back to the piece. So what motivated me to start making interviews, and as you can see, I'm working on my camera skills. I've never been on camera. I think on Savage show was the first time I've ever been on camera. So I said, I watched the video, good interview, but it seemed like I was a little camera shy because it was my first time being on camera. And I said, I need to start doing more videos on camera. Because I'm gonna be doing these interviews, you know what I'm saying? I gotta start practicing so you all get some practice time. So anyway, when I was a kid, my dad used to go on, I used to stay on the west side of Chicago, and my dad used to take us under the, it was like under the valley. We call it under the valley. It was like, I guess, the next neighborhood up. And there was a homeless section on it where homeless people used to stay. And my dad used to walk us over there. I did not like it. I used to hate that my friends seen me over there, and that was, you know. And my dad used to go over there, I'm not gonna lie and say he took food and treats. No, he didn't. He took some beers and kicked it, maybe some beers and some liquor. Whenever they kicked it with the guys. And he would talk to them, and I would be there. And when he would talk to the guys, you know, and women, they would tell their stories, and my dad would ask questions. I remember this one lady, man, she was a teacher that fell on hard times, and she was homeless, you know. And back then, they didn't have programs like they have now. I mean, there actually were homeless families down there. So, yeah, that was crazy. But my dad, was going down there like every now and then talking to the people. And like I said, I remember this lady, she was a teacher, fell on hard times. There was a guy down there, I remember he was an engineer, you know what I'm saying? He fell on hard times, couldn't shake back. I remember when I was a kid, I used to have this guy, I think his name was Michael. He used to fix on my cars when I was a kid. Major engineer, fell on hard times, never got back. He told me a story. This was an epic story that he told me about his life. It's crazy. But yeah, I've always interviewed people, and I liked it, you know what I'm saying? Asking questions and hearing people's stories. So I'm bringing this to you to let you all know I'm gonna start doing some interviews, you know? So, and my thing is I wanna start interviewing people that everybody, you know what I'm saying? All action figure collecting. And then I got another show I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna be interviewing people in my life, like my dad, you know. But that's a whole nother channel. But I always want to interview toy collectors because I have a lot of theories in my head about toy collectors and what make those toy collectors, you know. And I'm gonna get that ball rolling and stay tuned because Saturday, I got an interview, and I want to interview live like Brother Rich does. I kind of like the way he does that. And he does like a Q&A thing. It's amazing. I love his show. Like, I watch it all the time. He interviews some major people like Dr. Be Serious. I think he was like one of the last guys to. I mean, not one of the last guys, but he got a real good interview with Dick Gregory. I mean, his platform and the way he does it is what I'm really into. I really like the way he does it. So, big up to Brother Rich. Pretty sure he's not gonna watch my channel, but yeah. But I'm gonna start doing some interviews. I got, like I said, a few people lined up. So, big ups on that. I hope that works out for me. You know, and I got to keep getting used to talking on the camera. So what I got coming up next? This year I had a real good year, successful year with doing customs. So next year I got a long list of customs I'm going to be bringing out. Probably going to do I got a lot of Joes I'm going to be doing. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to go back to my origins. I'm gonna crack out some of the Marvel Legends, as you can see it. Got me an Iceman shirt on. I make my own clothes too, because the reason why I make my own clothes, because I collect shoes, right? And I think we kind of brought this up on Savage's show. I collect shoes, and it was getting hard for me to find clothes to match my shoes, and I'm like, I was just gonna start making my own clothes, because I like what I like, and most of my clothes I make is, like I said, some characters like Iceman, and like I'll show you the actual shoes that I got on today. I may start doing that. So I got these Jordan 1s on, and they got the same color as the Iceman, and I thought, that would be cool. So I just make my own clothes now, and I'm taking both pair of shoes off. So I make my own clothes, and that's just something. I've sold them and do that, and the commissions and all that. And I've noticed one thing about making clothes, and me and my buddy had a conversation. I'm gonna tell you what makes some of the best clothes: Transformers. They make really good clothes because any pair of Jordans you have, there's a Transformer to match it. And I was telling him that every now and then, like, you can maybe get some. I got some red and white 6s. It'll go real good with like some Omega Red sweater, crew neck sweater, or a t-shirt. So, that's what I rock a lot of. You on my Facebook, check my Facebook, go down and check I think I got like a thing that says clothes, and custom clothes that I did, and you can see some of the work that I do. So yes, I do commissions, I do custom clothes. I can get you fly, you know what I'm saying? Next thing that that's just something that I do. I'm always into something. I always got my hands into something. Like the dioramas and stuff. Like a lot of people didn't know I did dioramas, and man, I was doing dioramas back in the days. Ooh, man. I used to. Now we're gonna go all the way back, and we're gonna kick it a little bit, because I noticed the long videos when I'm at work and people talking, I like them because I build machines and I'm working on stuff for hours. So when I'm at home, I watch a 5-minute, video at work where I'm sitting down cool. But I'm at work, I'm looking for the hour, the 2-hour, 30-minute video. So I'm gonna try to shoot a 20 today. I've never done that. Let's shoot for the stars. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna shoot for the stars on that. So anyway, back in the days, there was a guy named Tony from Collecticon. A lot of the old heads on here probably gonna remember. I think he passed away. I think his wife left a message in my comments that said he passed away. He was a good friend of mine. I learned a lot from him. I actually went to Arizona and worked side by side with him. We built dioramas 3 days straight, all night, kicked it, had a great time. Dude was real cool dude, real smooth dude. You know what I'm saying? Can't say nothing bad about him. But me and him used to make dioramas against each other. I'll do a YouTube video. To look at this, you can go back and check. I will make a YouTube video of a diorama, and I'll call him talking stuff. He had a lot of experience in that. You know what I'm saying? So he was probably a little better than me at the time. I'm not gonna sit and say I was all that, but I learned a lot from him, and he was one of, and I'm gonna say this on the record, he was one of the first guys that I ever seen to do dioramas on YouTube with action figures. He was one of the first, and and then there's other guys came in years and years after that with different styles, probably even better styles, like everything. Like I said before, it's like graffiti, and I'll use graffiti because some people are familiar with that in art. And I said this on Savage Show, you'll take a little bit from everybody and you put your own on there, just like anything, you know what I'm saying? You come up with your own style, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of that, and you make it work for yourself, and you put your own spin on it, and you're gonna come up with something every time. I mean, that's just how it comes up. And there's a lot of, I'm gonna tell you like I said, one of the best diorama guys. If you guys wanna get into that, you need to start watching Rubbish In, Rubbish Out. He has some nice, good beginning tutorials, show you how to make dioramas, and they're pretty good. He's a good. That's some good game right there. He gives off a lot of that. It's older videos though. Yeah, I learned a lot of stuff from him. I actually learned more stuff from him than anybody. Because my dioramas and stuff tell stories like the one you're looking at here. There's broke up transformers in here. This looked like a wasteland. And this is just a piece that I just threw together. This could be some desert or wasteland. It could be pretty much a little bit of anything. And I'm not, just showing, the diorama or whatever, saying, this could be anything, So that's something that I'm showing that I do, I do dioramas, and there's videos on there that shows that I do dioramas and stuff. So for people that didn't know, just I do them, yeah. But I've been doing that. I've been doing that for a while, and I'm finna try to get into this. I'm thinking about getting into the 3D printing thing, making vehicles. I've thought about it, getting the 3D thing, making vehicles and stuff because I thought about it. But I have a buddy at my job that does it. So that's the only thing that's keeping me from doing it, because I have a buddy that has he used to build 3D printers, and he's got gridiron, type 3D printer. He's got a really good 3D printer, and he's printed some really good stuff. I mean, the lines, like the old school 3D printing stuff, you have lines. His stuff there's lines in it, but you really can't see it, almost like a gridiron type deal. So that's the only thing I thought about getting into 3D print, but I don't want to have my hands into too much stuff. But 3D printing it seems to be the up and coming thing now. And I'm gonna because I've been doing this stuff the old school way, but the 3D printing style thing seems to be the new thing that's it's ever coming to. So I need to get off into that, because you want to stay in the times. You don't want to stay far back. You want to get into the times. Get your hands in that stuff. So so just thinking about it. That's something I'm thinking about, because other than that, I'm just having fun, man. Having fun, and as you can see, I'm just having fun, trying to get motivated to keep making videos. That's the main thing. And keep doing commissions for you guys. I have to give everybody a big thanks, because if it wasn't for you guys, man, I've been doing a lot of good commissions and a lot of good selfie figures. If you can check my YouTube page, like I said, I've been posting every day. I've been staying real active on YouTube. Like I said, I need to get active on here, because I left YouTube a long year ago, because it's like I said, it's easy for you to go get up. I can right now take a picture of all these figures, 1 or 2 figures, put it online, wait for the likes to come in, see if the people feel it or not. It takes no time from me. It takes nothing from me, but it don't really take no time to do that. But to sit down like I'm doing now, I just got off work, shooting video. I'm gonna take a shower after I finish the video, and probably fool with some figures a little bit, because I got a couple commissions I need to get on. But like I said, it takes time. What I'm saying? I've been on here already 14 minutes. It takes time. This is not nothing, easy. And anybody that's making videos, big ups to y'all, because y'all better than me. You know, I'm trying to get on y'all level. I'm trying to see what y'all doing. I'm trying to get like that because it's hard, man. It's not easy at all. I mean, my son, he was doing some videos on TikTok and he was getting some good motion over there. He just stopped because he was like, man, he was getting tired. You know, he was forgetting. Main thing you forget, you know what I'm saying? Because you think about it. You get off work, you come home, you might sit down, chill. Oh man, I'll shoot that video tomorrow. You know, I give them that video tomorrow, man. I give them guys tomorrow. Then it comes, man, I'll take another day off. And then next thing you know, you've done a whole year like me. You know what I'm saying? I just dropped the video last week about some vehicles, and today I'm dropping, I'm dropping a Kicking It video. I've never done this, you know what I'm saying? I've been on YouTube since I think 2010, maybe, and I've never dropped a Kicking It video. Now, I've dropped videos showing my dogs, my kids, never Kicking It video, figures, you know. And I got a lot of talk. I got a lot of figure talk, and I'm a talker, you know what I'm saying? I'm naturally a talker. I'm naturally a people person. That's probably the reason I don't want to leave Walmart because, you know, you're dealing with people all the day, all the time, and I'm a natural people person, you know. I like to talk. I like to kick it. I like to joke around. That's just me. That I came like that, you know. And I like, you know, and then most of all, I like to create, you know. I'm always creating stuff, man. Even after work, I'm making something. I'm just like, I love to create. I love to make things come alive, you know. Figures. I used to breed dogs. And I used to breed dogs, and I'm gonna tell you, I didn't know this till later on in life. I learned this about myself with the dogs. I really wasn't into the dogs, I'm gonna be honest. I was into creating dogs. I was into making one dog, make another dog, you know what I'm saying? I was into that unknowingly, you know what I'm saying? That's what I liked. I thought I liked the dogs, but I liked creating the dogs. That's what I liked. I like creating stuff at work, you know, building those machines. I love that. Funnest jobs I ever had. And I like creating these action figures. That's why, like when I'm doing these commissions, it's like, man, I'm having fun, you know what I'm saying? I'm making people happy too. And I got some good fans, man. I'm not gonna lie. I get some pretty good thank yous and appreciate it, you know, about the figures and stuff. So big ups to y'all on that. And I haven't had any, you know, complaints, you know what I'm saying, really. So big ups to that. So I've been, you know, it's been good to me this year, man. Like I said, it's been a good year, and I hope next year even better, you know, because I had a lot of fun with you all last year, you know. Plan on having a lot of fun with y'all, you know, next year. I mean, coming up, you know, because it was a good one. It was a real good one, you know. But other than that, same old same. I made it to 18 minutes. Seen those new X-Men today. Those new Marvel Legends. I still collect Marvel Legends. Some old Marvel Legend fans, trust me, I never stopped making them. I just haven't been showing them. I got some real good ones. I just need to show them, and I need to get back on that. But as far as the X-Men, we got some new X-Men coming out. I've seen that. I'm looking forward to those. Always looking forward to the Joes. You know, like I said, the Joes took the Transformers up out of here, man. They took them out. You know, I was expecting Transformers for years. They was right with the Marvel Legends, but the G.I. Joes took them out. I'm a real big, huge fan of G.I. Joe. I've always said that. And the main thing about G.I. Joes to me that I really like, that like motivated me, anybody can be a G.I. Joe. You know, and some of you all on my YouTube page notice I write, and I can write not the best, but I'm decent. There's some good writers out there, but I'm good enough, and you can make anybody a G.I. Joe, you know. Anybody I could be a G.I. I am a G.I. Joe. I got my own figure in there. All you need is a good character, anybody, a good backstory, you're a G.I. Joe. And that's what I liked about G.I. Joes the most, because I can make anybody I want. You know what I'm saying? I got the whole 90s, 80s Bears, championship Bears. I got them. They're G.I. Joes. You know what I'm saying? They got a backstory. There's a podcaster. You know what I'm saying? Brother Rich. These guys are podcasters. They're G.I. Joes. You know what I'm saying? The G.I. Joe is limitless. You know what I'm saying? That's why I got an old case in here in my toy room, and I have 4 cases maybe in my living room, which you all be seeing New Year's, so I'm gonna make a yearly video or whatever. And all Joes, I made maroons into the Joe universe, you know what I'm saying? Well, it's not the Joe universe. My maroons are not in the Joe universe, but Stalker's daughter, which Seagram 7 told me I should start talking about those figures, in which I am. Stalker's daughter is in my little maroon is a maroon. That's a whole long story. If you're interested, I wrote about it on Facebook. Just she's on there. Check it out. Anyway, you know, they kind of tangle with G.I. Joe, intervene with G.I. Joe's a little bit. You know, so that's why I like G.I. Joe's. Reason why I like X-Men, grew up on the 97 X-Men. That was my thing, you know what I'm saying? From really the first time I seen a Toy Biz X-Men, a dude named Sean Parnell, when I was a kid, had X-Men. Drove me crazy. 1 year for Christmas, got on my mom bought me some X-Men. I think she bought like 7. I mean, that was my Christmas. I think Mom spent $35 on Christmas that year, and it's not nothing like that because I'm spending hundreds on my kids right now. But she spent $35 on Christmas that year. And for me, I had those 7 X-Men, bro. You couldn't tell me nothing. You know, I remember like it was yesterday. It was Kane, Mr. Sinister, Wolverine, Venom, Cable. I think it was like a Cyclops and somebody else. Don't tell me, I don't forget. Because I remember playing with those figures. I done forgot the last one, but I know it was those. And I played with those figures, man. I don't know, Wolverine. It was 2 Wolverines, because I got the Wolverine motorcycles. It was a yellow Wolverine and a brown Wolverine. And I got the Wolverine motorcycle. And I was, man, that was big. So she spent more than $35 because she bought the Wolverine motorcycle. So that was probably $10, it was probably 45, maybe 50 for Christmas that year on me. That was cool. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with those figures, man. I really enjoyed those figures back then, man. I'm talking about, man. And that led me into, I stayed with those Toy Biz all through high school. The Marvel Legends came out. And when Marvel Legends came out, I boxed those Toy Biz's up and dropped those I got with those Marvel Legends. And stayed with those Marvel Legends for a long time. Let me stand up right quick to show you guys something. Where is it? I had it over here. Just pause for once. Here it goes. Watch it. Should have got it, but we're kicking it. I don't really like that. I'm not at the editing stage, so bear with me. Some of you probably remember this been a while. This is the first custom Marvel Legend I ever done. Like I said before, I was doing little stuff with toys when I was a kid, but it wasn't nothing, just kid stuff. But I was customizing. But this is my first Marvel Legend custom. I haven't got rid of it yet. It's still, I was sculpting. I had braids at the time, so I guess, you know, I was sculpting then. My first one, YouTube taught me. You know what I'm saying? I tell anybody, YouTube taught me. And I rocked with YouTube, and I tell anybody, you want to learn this stuff, man, YouTube. And now they probably got it on TikTok. They ain't had TikTok then. You got some stuff on TikTok, yeah. And that's, you know, talk about some of the customizers that I met. This dude named Curtis, I forgot his last name. He was the first customizer I ever seen, and he was getting money. He was the guy. He was the #1 guy at the time. His name was Curtis. There was a guy named Indian Ridge. I had customs from these guys, and there was another one. Oh, I forgot his name. He stays in Canada. I forgot his name, but I used to buy customs. I forgot his name. Oh, he stays in Canada. But the last guy out of all those guys I was buying customs from, and was a better customizer, was Dan Drew. Me and him did a bunch of work together. We did work together. Name was Dan Drew. I don't think he makes customs no more. He's on Facebook. Me and him did figures together. He's done his for me, because back then I could do it, but I wasn't confident in certain stuff like I am now. and I would go to him if I couldn't do it. If I was something I wanted, I couldn't do, he would do it for me. And we did that for years, you know what I'm saying? But I think he kind of stopped doing customs, and I kept on staying with it, and 10 years later, like, here I am, you know, I'm still pushing the gas, you know, still in the fight, you know, and I haven't let up yet. But I've seen a lot of guys come and go. I've seen a lot of guys come and go, man. You know, I've seen there's a bunch of new guys out here right now. And that's why I like to see a lot of the new guys come in and stuff. I may not have thousands of subscribers and none of that, but that's my fault. Okay, that's not. I'm not saying nobody's hating on me and none of these guys hating. Everybody's hating on me. No, it's not. You know, the politics. No, it's not. It's me. You know what I'm saying? If I would have stayed down and stayed grounded, tell me where I would have been. But if you watch my YouTube, tell me about Judge. You watch my YouTube timeline, you can see where this man may make 5 videos one year and he may make 2. That stuff's not good. And right now, I need to be making videos every day to stay in the algorithm. It takes time to get in the algorithm. You're just gonna have to jump in there. You have to make videos every day, you know what I'm saying? I seen a guy one time making 10 videos a day, you know what I'm saying? Big ups to that guy, you know what I'm saying? He was making 10 videos a day. And he was in the algorithm. You couldn't turn on your YouTube without this guy popping up. And he got views like that. He got in there, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of time, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and say, you know, Shane Savage said something that was like on point. I may not have 1,000 views. If I get 5 views or 80 views, at least those 80 people, you know, watch my video, you know what I'm saying? 80 people checked me out. 80 people took the time out to rock with me, and he said that meant that was a hard piece, you know. If 80 people sit down and watch your video, you know what I'm saying, that's good, you know what I'm saying. If one person watch your video, that's good, you know. You can't be thinking, don't get discouraged from these guys having like thousands and thousands of subscribers and thousands of views, because I'm gonna tell you one thing, they ain't gonna tell you. A lot of these people, you can pay for these. Not saying people's doing this, but I've seen people doing it, so I'm not gonna say, hey, this guy's doing it. I wouldn't even care. That's them. They're grown, but it's out there. You can pay for views. You can pay for subscribers. You can pay to get that stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you feeling kind of down about yourself, man, I ain't got no views. Nobody watching my stuff, and then you get discouraged. And look over here, this other guy's stuff that's not that good. He's got thousands of views. I know a dude. He paid for 2,000 views, like 1,000 subscribers. Paid for this stuff, bro. I'm not doing that, okay? If my people, I got 1,000 subscribers, hey, it's 1,000 people that's been down with me. If 5 people watch it, so what? And at the end of the day, me and my son was talking about this today. And this would really motivate me to do this stuff. This is a dialogue, not only for me, but for my grandkids, my great-grandkids, and my great-grandkids. Because YouTube's not going nowhere, bro. But your great-grandkids and your kids can see you. Oh, this is what my grandfather was into. This is what my great-grandfather was into. Oh, he did that. Oh, he said them folks can see, hear you, and see your voice. It ain't gonna be like grandma and them used to tell you them stories. Hey, you know, your great-grandfather was 10 foot tall, man. He killed a bear. That stuff is not gonna be out there, you know what I'm saying? Them kids really gonna be able to see you, you know what I'm saying? They gonna say, oh, that's my granddaddy right there. Yeah, I'm doing that for them. You know, my granddaddy made action figures, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing that for them. Or he made clothes. That's what, at this point in my life, I'm doing it for. I'm 43 years old, man. I did the popular stuff. I did all that popular stuff. I've been popular. I've been cool and all, if you want to. I've done all that stuff when I was younger. At this age, man, I'm just trying to get by. You know, I'm trying to have fun. You know what I'm saying? And really doing this for my kids. You know, my son called me when he seen me on Savage video. Hey, man, I seen you on my side. My brother called, because I posted on my Facebook. People called, people text, and them folks was excited. You know what I'm saying? And people hit me up in the DM. So, and I got commission. I'm gonna say, yeah, you know, and I got, you know, it was some back end on that. You know what I'm saying? It was some back end came in, which I already got it, but it was some back end came on that. You know what I'm saying? People don't understand that. If I make a video, 10 people watch it, one person, if they see my figures, they're gonna buy one. You know what I'm saying? One person gonna buy one. It happens. If I make a diorama, when I made the diorama, and made the video, I got commissions off that. People don't tell you that. So I'm not really doing it for like, try to be cool and none of that like that. I mean, sure YouTube pays you, but you can get paid without YouTube or whatever. You know, you could get paid doing something. You could sell something. Hell, I might start selling these shirts. You know what I'm saying? I gotta start promoting them. You know, so just chopping it up with y'all. My girl just walked in. I think that means it's time for me to take a shower and go to bed, or take a shower, work on some figures, or eat. I don't know. Stay tuned, everybody, because I'm out. Because more is coming soon.